Now, sport-specific training, is it necessary? Is it a myth? Do athletes need it? Well, I'm going to bust that myth right now and then give you a detailed explanation on whether or not sport-specific training even exists. If it does, how to use it. Before I do that, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified when I bust more fitness industry nonsense. So back to the topic. Sport-specific training. What is it? Well, it's really the belief that you should be doing exercises or conditioning or, I guess, training that closely resembles your sport for the sake of conditioning the body for the sport. For instance, I'm trying to think of an example of sport-specific training, but a lot of people are under the belief that kind of functional training, functional movements such as bodies which involve several muscle groups in an explosive fashion, kind of like a clean and press or hang clean or something like that. You know, people are under the impression that these exercises are needed and needed to maximize your performance in particular sports. This is not true. So, sport-specific training is a complete, utter myth, kind of pushed by strength and conditioning coaches who unfortunately don't really know any better. Most strength and conditioning coaches don't really know anything useful for that matter, and I believe that it is a completely useless job. So this comes down to a phenomenon called the specific adaptations to imposed demands, or SAID for short. Now, this is a phenomenon which explains that the body will adapt specifically to whichever particular activity it is frequently exposed to. Most profoundly in terms of metabolic and cardiovascular conditioning. So, if you want to improve or optimize your cardiovascular and metabolic conditioning or stamina or endurance for a particular sport, no particular exercises are going to do that as well as that actual specific sport. For instance, if you are a football player, soccer player, you know, in the UK they call it football. A lot of my subscribers are from the UK, so we'll call it football. If you want to optimize your endurance or your stamina for that particular sport, due to the phenomenon of the specific adaptations to imposed demands, the best way to optimize the stamina for that sport is to play that sport, scrimmage, practice that sport, practice the whole field. Just earlier this morning, I saw an individual doing the ladder drill for agility. That's going to be relatively useless for improving agility in a particular sport. It's a specific skill, the ladder, 2 feet in, 2 feet out. That's going to improve your agility and speed just for the ladder. That's not going to transfer to the soccer field or football field or the American football field, under the erroneous belief that it will improve your agility. When it comes to American football, the best way to improve your stamina, endurance, and cardiovascular efficiency is to actually scrimmage and practice that particular sport. Basketball, same thing, scrimmage, play the sport. While drills will have, some kind of metabolic effect, it's not even going to be anywhere near than actually being in a game setting or as close to the competition environment as possible. So when it comes to sport-specific training, there's really no such thing. Sport-specific training is practicing that sport, playing that sport. So, you've got a lot of, especially American football. I remember back in practice, they would have us, doing all kinds of silly, conditioning drills. While there is going to be a metabolic and cardiovascular conditioning effect, they could have just removed that entirely and just had us run plays against each other. There's going to be enough of a cardiovascular and metabolic stimulus just through scrimmaging and playing one another, that the other conditioning drills on the side, such as running hundreds or running 40s or doing the ladder drill, it's going to be absolutely useless and probably just going to result in more harm than good in terms of wear and tear and too much stress on the body. So sport-specific training, pointless, nonsense, based on basic motor learning and skill transfer and the physiology of the body. So if you guys would like to improve your cardiovascular, metabolic efficiency, lose some weight, build a lot of strength at home, go ahead and take my high intensity training home course. The most effective, I believe, home training course that you could possibly buy, and with minimal equipment, maybe a set of dumbbells and a furniture lifting strap, as you'll see in the videos. So if you guys want to train at home and you want a more effective workout than anything you can get in the gym, try that workout. Also follow me on Instagram _J_Vincent, and stay tuned for the next video.